Okay. Hello, everybody. Bro, I don't stream for like a week and then I come back and you guys are saying this stuff? Come on. Shame, shame, shame. Goku, hello. Brick Hall, welcome. Zero. Wand. Yeah. Anyway. This thing. It is April Fool's today, so like I sort of considered streaming War Robots Frontiers again. But then putting like a Mech Arena thumbnail, but some people would probably be mad at that, so oh well. Anyway, yeah, this right here, by the way, this is what? There's 30 different, there's 30 total, so that's 600,000 credits. That's really cheap. I don't have that, so I'm not going to be able to get it, which is very sad. And I'm not even going to try to get it, because like, look at those drop rates. That's really, really bad. Like, I could only spin it like 5 times as of right now. And that wouldn't even get me, like, I'd have like a 1% chance of doing it. So I'm not going to do that. This one is also pretty darn good. 6,000 A coins. You do have a pretty decent chance of getting it before the last spin. 3%. So, I mean, am I gonna spin 4 times and hope for the best? Probably not. Because that's like, yeah, not even... It's like what? Yeah, not even a third. It's not even a third of the total. You got Salver in only 4 spins? Nice. Now, maybe I could get that lucky, but I don't think it's worth spending all my A-coins on. The chance doesn't go up until like the 7th spin, yeah. I'm lazy for what reason, exactly? What is the data that you're backing up that claim with? Safal, hello. When will be another Mech event crate for credits? I've got news for you. Legendary Close Quarters Pilot credits. How about that? I mean, do they ever make like Mech event crates for credits though? I don't even know if I mean, maybe they made one for like what, Bastion forever ago, but Bastion is not a new mech. Like Bastion's been in the game for forever. Anyway, I'm just gonna play some. Try the Salver event, bro. I'd spend every single one of my A-coins on 4 spins. Not good chances. Like, I'd have like a 15, maybe at best, 20% chance of getting it in those 4 spins. Which is like not terrible odds, but like, should I spend all of my A-coins on that? I mean, I guess I also don't really care. It is an interesting situation, actually. Because the more that I think about it, the more that I realize, like, I can use those A-coins to get into tier 6, but I actually genuinely do not care. Because I'm waiting to get the credits for Stormwreck 10 anyway. So maybe I do try it. Maybe I do. I mean, the chances are pretty low, but maybe I do try it. Okay. Freaking EM rifle bot. That's kind of terrifying. Yeah, okay. Best combo for Salver. Stormwreck. Watch, he's gonna say, no, not the best, but like, what's the... I don't have Stormwreck. Give you a different one. You didn't want the best, then don't say best. Most people aren't going to be able to run the best combo of whatever. You could use Strike Rocket or a Pod Gun. Those are good weapons too. You gonna buy Orion? Yeah. But I'm not even in tier 6 yet. I still gotta spend like 1,300 A coins just to get to tier 6. I mean, I could also, alternatively, I could spend like, I don't know, maybe 1,000,000 credits or something like that, but I don't think 1,300 A coins is worth 1,000,000 credits. Is upgrading Surge to rank 6 worth it? Yeah. I mean, it's like the second best mech in the game, basically. But the thing is... The thing is, there's a lot of... dang. There's a lot of nuance, like... Is it... It's a good idea, but is it the best idea for you to do right now? You don't... Like, I can't tell you that, right? Like, that's not a thing for me to decide. That is entirely up to you. That guy's MD is actually kind of annoying. I probably should do the MD thing, huh? Get Neve or save it for a mech event crate. They're not going to make a mech event crate anytime soon, I don't think. Not one for credits, anyway. You could pretty confidently get the pilot and not have to worry about missing out. Bring back Podgun Aegis. I actually might, but not permanently. Because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace you with an MD so I can finish this thing. Let me see. Fragment gun. My cryo launchers are on Ares, so that's not good. I'd have to use like Javelin Rack 4? Like what the... There's zero chance that this works out for me, bro. Because I think I need kills, don't I? Podgun Aegis is very good. Oh, I agree. I agree. It's much better than Quantum Gun. But here's the thing, is that Quantum Gun Guardian's not good, like, at all. So I have two options. I can either make both of my builds good but not super great, or I could make one build like super like really good, and then the other build really bad. And personally, I prefer having two builds that are pretty good, rather than having one that's even better and then one that's even worse. Spawn and win, get assists. I don't actually need to get assists with MD. It just says get assists. Most healing in a battle, that's probably not going to be that difficult because nobody's using healing mechs. Use the ability 44 times. It has a cooldown modifier, that's also not going to be difficult. Kill 33 mechs while the repair ability is active. That's... I'm not even going to be able to kill 13 mechs, just in general, I don't think. Simultaneously start HP of 2 teammates 12 times. Okay, that's easy enough. And then rank up this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, in order to get the skin, I would need to do all of them except for the rank up, because I don't think I would do the rank up. Although, I mean, how much is the rank up? Hold on. Mech 575. That's not worth it. Should you rank up your Guardian or your Stalker? I would say neither of them. Just go for the epic mechs. Neither of those mechs are worth taking super long time. Viper 8 or Podgun 8? Well, by your understanding, okay. What type of understanding do you have of these weapons? You just, like, do you know what they do? Do you know how they perform? Where you just see them, you see that they're basically the same cost, and you're just not sure which one you want to go for because you want to get one just because, but you're not sure which. What's Mech Arena thinking? Giving an event for a skin for a mech that nobody's gonna use? Well, everybody has it, and I think that's most of the reason why they did it, right? It's because it's a mech that everybody has. Let me make a poll real quick. Vote for that. I don't care which one you vote for. If you vote no, that's cool. I'll probably not get it. But if you vote yes, like, legitimately, I'd probably waste my A-coins, but it also kind of doesn't matter. It's almost worth a shot, in my opinion. Because the thing is, I don't need these A-coins right now. I'm not going to need them for a long time. Because I'm still trying to save up credits to get Storm Rack 10, and there's literally no point in getting into Tier 6, because I need like 1300 to get to Tier 6. There's no point in even using, there's no point in even getting to Tier 6 until I have enough to buy at least one other thing that's in there. So like at this point, I could just spend all my A-coins and then keep saving, and by the time I have enough for Storm Rack 10, I'll have enough A-coins to get into Tier 6 again, so it won't be much of an issue. So it's up to you, but ultimately, it's most likely going to be a waste of A-coins. So it's like, I don't care which one you pick. It's like, it's probably going to be a waste, but it might be worth a shot. You used your A-coins to try to get Salver? No go. I didn't need my A-coins either, but it still hurts to not get it. Yep, fair. You had a lot more than me, too. You had like 4,000-ish. Also, hello. Kamal, I'm going to time you out for 30 minutes. Because not only are you spamming, you're spamming a question that I actually answered like 30 minutes ago. Wasn't 30 minutes ago. The stream's only been like 15 minutes long, but literally the first time you asked it, I answered you, and then you just kept spamming anyway. This is why I don't know why I even bother answering questions, bro. Literally, nobody's paying attention. It seems Orion is legendary according to devs. Why? Well, first tell me what exactly your source data is for that. What do you mean and why do you say that? Crown, are you saying that Salver sucks, or are you just saying that the event sucks, or it sucks that you have to wait? Because Salver is not bad. Salver is actually really good if you know how to use it. Even against bots. Do MD with Storm 6? That's actually not a terrible idea. I might do that. What is that sound? Is that a minigun? Was that the Oracle? Oh, it was the sound of a weapon, I think. Nah, I'm cooked. Although, maybe I can get... No. That was the... Nah, I don't... Because here's the thing. It sounded like the RPM of that weapon was way higher than the RPM of Oracle. That's why I thought it was like a minigun of some kind, because... I don't think Oracle has that high of RPM. It sounded above 600, to be honest. What does Oracle have? Does it have 600? I want to just, like... Hi. Oh. Bleh. Is it worth grinding tournament for Acorns if you're free to play? I mean, how else do you plan on getting Acorns? Buying them? Come on, bruh. I'm not doing any damage. Okay, there we go. His bots are kind of rinsing me. Bruh. Look at this. Like, he doesn't even have that many kills. But he two-tapped me with that. Saint Sitter, hello. And thank you. I got two-tapped by a disc launcher slingshot. Do I want to join your clan on my free-to-play account? No, I don't. I didn't do very good. So sad. Yeah, you're a bit too strong. I might put the Storm rank on MD. What would I put on Redeemer, though? Blaster PG. Actually, hold on. I mean, Blast RPG is not a bad idea for MD. Because the thing is... I need... It's good to have range on something like this, because it's so freaking brittle. So that might not be a bad idea, actually. It seems to devs Orion is legendary because I can't find its blueprints anywhere. That is a very interesting... it's a very interesting way of thinking, yeah. There's a Neve event crate for only 500,000 credits. It's 600,000 credits, but I'm well aware. I mean, I don't really have 600,000 credits now, do I? Is Rocket Mortar still meta? No, it hasn't been for years. If you get silver, what are you going to use on it? That's the question. Not really. You can use pretty much anything on it. Might not be good, but it could kind of dictate what weapons I decide to get. But deciding, you know, just choosing to not go for a mech just because you don't have good weapons for it right at that moment is like choosing to buy a bad weapon just because you happen to have good implants for it. It's not a good reason. It's genuinely not a good reason. He has a repeater. He's probably gonna jump on me, right? There we go. I wanted to get myself seen by that seeker, bait him. I don't want to go up there. Like, I could go up there, but I'm stuck firing uphill, which is really terrible for Stormwreck, and I would rather not. Would rather someone else take that beacon, and then I can work on this one or something. Oh, jeez. This guy's kind of oblivious, thankfully. Good job. That was bad. I'll just let you kill me. If you can. Okay. That's not good. He just has Scout's Rifle, so I don't really care. Okay. That looks like a Mimicker. that. The Blast RPG, bro. The Blast RPG is incredible. Thing is, this guy's gonna zipper me. What? No, no. He got pushed back. Let's go. There's this guy, though. Yeah, it's unfortunate for you. Before we win, I want to spawn the MD just so I can get the spawn task done. I think we'll win, though. So sad. Thanks. That man's got a pretty strong salver down. No chance you die to that guy, bro. Okay. I live? Let's go. He's just staring at me. Wait, what happened? Did the game crash? Imagine. Freaking skill, bro. Look at that. Yeah, that guy quit as soon as his... What was it? His Seeker died? No, as soon as his Mimicker died. Or was... No, I think he was the... Was he the first guy or the second guy to use Seeker? I don't remember. He was using this, I think, to start, so I think he was the second guy to use his Seeker. Yeah, I don't know. He wasn't having it, though. Why are you streaming in the bloomin' morning? When else should I stream? In the afternoon while everybody's at school? Nah, most of the time I stream in the morning because I got stuff to do later on. And if I stream at night, I usually end up staying up too late. Speaking of stuff to do... It's 9:30. At about 11 o'clock, I'm gonna want to leave. I'm probably gonna stop. Cause I need to get my phone replaced, bro. My phone literally won't turn on. Well, like, it'll turn on, but the screen is broke. It just stays black. And it's been kind of on the fritz for a while. But I managed to kind of get the screen working a bit for the most part. But yeah, no, it's not coming back on, and it's just kind of dead. This I want to collect this before it hits 400. I should get at most 50 points per battle, so I'm okay running another one. When does the salver event end? I think it's in like a day. A 3v3. You've got Eclipse, what should you put on it? I mean, what do you think you should put on it? I think everybody's a little bit different. And everybody... Okay, so, like, what a lot of people don't want to acknowledge is that there are pros and cons to almost every mech and weapon. Right? Now, some are overall better than others, but there's pros and cons to almost everything. So at the end of the day, in a lot of cases, the best thing for you is not always the best thing for someone else, right? Just because maybe they play a certain way and so they're better with certain weapons. Or maybe they just prefer certain things even if they're not as good. I would actually say that most decisions that you make are just pro-con situations, and you're deciding based on what you prefer to do, rather than like what's necessarily strictly better or worse. Most situations don't have a very clear-cut, this is better than this solution. Like, take this dilemma that I'm in right now. I have enough A coins for... What in the world is that build, my dude? That's crazy. I have enough A coins for, like, maybe 15-20% chance to get Salver. Which is not a great chance, but it's also not a tiny chance. Like, it's high enough to where it's like, maybe it'll be worth it. But it's also low enough to, like, maybe it won't be worth it. There's no one decision that's strictly better than the other. Especially since, well, I mean, normally I would say don't. Normally I'd say don't go for it unless you have enough for everything. But in my case, I don't actually need the A coins for anything else, really. Not yet, anyway. He freaking one-shot that bot, bro. Don't worry, pal, I'll heal ya. It's a cheetah with Gemini, like I can't not. I got you, pal. This guy's my favorite. Look at him. Freaking cheetah gang, bro. We gotta get going, brother. I feel like his cheetah's pretty high level, though. I don't know if he's tanking. Hard to tell. Oh, my friend. I saw his name, I thought it said Dad. He dead. Bruh. It was a very interesting match. I feel like everybody was like, I don't know, 5 KSP or something like that. I totally thought his name was Dad too, yeah. Oh, it's a Link guy. Yeah. So he has a rank 5 Orion. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what you're doing. You know exactly what's up with that. Was it 2v3? Yeah. Well, kind of deservedly so, because that guy was obviously tanking. And the game knew it. So they're like, you know what? He's stronger than these other guys. I do have enough for this. Oh, nice. Credits. Oh, I lost some. Yeah, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. All pray for Acorns. A little too late. Phoenix, hello. You gotta go? Alright, no worries. Oh, skip 2. Gotcha. Alright, take care. Thank you for stopping by. $94 votes. How many people have stopped by the stream in the last 20 minutes? What in the world? Okay. Sure. I got 4 attempts. So... This is, you know... Hope for the best. Well, that's pretty useless unless I can get the thing. It was 3%, now it's 3.2. So my total chances are 6.2. $5,000 credits. Was it now 3.48? I'm gonna write this down just because, like, why not? Third attempt. 221, 221, 221. No, that's for skins. That's the wrong one. Another single blueprint. All right, last one. 3.79. Yes, so this is like 13.5% total chance, which is roughly 1 in 7. One in 7's like, ah, it got kind of close. It got kind of close. That is very sad. See, I only need like 120 more acorns. Hold on. Now it's 4.15. Interesting. No, I'm not gonna get this. Oh, I'm in first place for this because I only just now entered. Let's go. Yeah, nah. Well, I can scrap 3 implants though. Adaptation cooldown, reanimate duration. Those are pretty useless. Nope, wrong thing. Hasn't even bought Juggernaut. No, because like it costs what, 300, almost 400 acorns. Yeah, 325. It's a waste, bro. Like, why would I do that? Answer your comment. What? Your comment was like, I responded to it, but it wasn't like something that really warranted a response. That's weird. Anyway. Wait, there's some other things here. Upgrade implant twice. Pilot XP. Dailies, implant crates. That's fine, that's fine. Upgrade implant twice. I can't really, I mean, like, system crash with. I could do this. It's a little bit better, I guess. But like everything else, all my pilots are rank 4. Except for Impulse, I think. I could do this, but if I'm gonna upgrade just like a random implant for the sake of like, why the hell not? I may as well. Oh, actually, here we go. I'll just upgrade that one. I forgot I had that. How do you buy implants? Right here. There's a bunch for real money, but then here's all the ones for A-coins. There's some for credits. Some of them you can only find in crates. There's some really good, there's some really cheap legendary implants too. Some of them are definitely worth getting. Fastest way to get A-coins. Just play a lot of tournament, that's it. I mean, it's 2v2, right? Yeah, 2v2. Contact Plarium and ask them for more sponsor rewards. Hold on. Increase in amounts of credits and A-coins and make the gear hub easier. So, here's a question. A question for you. Do you think that they would do it just because I asked them to? Like, if I were to ask them, do you think that they would do it? Some people say yes, some people say no. Okay. Follow-up question. Do you think that I like the fact that things are so expensive? I've notably complained about it on multiple occasions, but, you know, that doesn't, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't think it, ultimately think it's kind of fine. Do you think that I don't want it to be cheaper, or don't want people to get more A-coins, stuff like that? But you still spend money. So because you think that because I have spent money, not on this account, on the other account, you think that because I've spent money, that means I don't care? It do be needing to be cheap. Okay, so the reason I was asking those questions is because I have already... Your whole life depends on this beacon? Yeah, pretty much, bro. Come on, dude. The reason I was asking those questions is because I've told them that things are too expensive, and I've asked them to make stuff cheaper, and I even had to talk with the developers where I was like, bro, it takes way too long to get through the Gear Hub. But what's interesting is that people, for whatever reason, assume that because it's expensive, it must be my fault. It must be strictly because of lack of effort on my part to make it less expensive. It's a very interesting assumption that is incredibly common, actually. Yeah, we lost. Try just once again for your fans. Again, it's like at 211, let's go. The entire premise revolves around the assumption that they would listen to me just because I said something. And revolves around the idea that because they didn't do this thing that I want them to do, it must be because I didn't ask them to do it. They're not going to change their entire marketing strategy based on what I think. But I've let them know what I think. Many times. MD equals most dominant. Hell yeah. People complain too much. I don't even mind the fact that people are complaining that things are too expensive, because they are, right? I don't even, like, legit. You can complain about that all you want. What's wild is that people are, for whatever reason, by extension, assuming that it's somehow my fault. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Railgun 8s are not in-game currency. I'm aware. I forget that they exist most of the time. But the 12 and 16 are. You're trying to get that skin for MD? Nah, I'm not going to be able to. I already checked the tasks, and it's not possible for me to get the skin. Unless I wanted to spend like 550 acorns or something like that. Mafia Gaming, please stop spamming that. Should you get Viper 6? Probably not. You said in your free-to-play weapon tier list that they were? I said Railgun, which meant the 12 and 6. By that I meant the 12 and 16. Two out of 3. So the majority of them are free-to-play. There's one that isn't. And I kind of forget that the 8 exists half the time. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess technically I do need assists. Don't worry, I'll come heal you. Oh, never mind. You can start worrying. You can start worrying. I'm cooked. Ghost Killer. Wow. Now that's the name of somebody who's tanking, but still thinks that they're really cool. Can't believe MD survived that whole game. Yeah, it didn't really matter, but it was nice just to survive. Mech Queen. Well, that's an interesting name. My. Freaking one tapped, bro. Bruh. Look at his foot. I could have gone for it. I'm actually just gonna not. Wow, that's really unfortunate for you. I don't know what you were doing, pal. I should be careful. Because if I die here... Don't. Okay, this is a better beacon to sit on. Your friend has Podgun Orion and Disc Launcher Aegis. Who wouldn't reverse that? Podgun Orion is way better than Disc Launcher Orion. And Disc Launcher Aegis is about the same as Podgun Aegis, I would say. So, yeah, no, I'm on his side. Should you buy Canopy for Aegis? Probably not. Oh. Bleh. 497. They must have been in a match together. And that one guy was tanking. Oh, hey. Hold on. Bruh. Are you really not gonna give me my points? Or my acorns? I'm close enough to this to where, like, I'll just claim it and reset it, because I don't want to... Because I can do it now, right? And then I'll be able to do it again when I hit 400, which is literally in, like, one match. Yeah, it doesn't... Okay, hold on. When would I do hanger reviews? I haven't in a long time. I kind of didn't really plan on going back to it. Although, I don't know. Maybe one of these days I will. We're 33. Should I try it again? No, you know what? You know what? We already determined that I was going to spend my acorns on this, so I'm going to try it again. I got one more shot. 4.15% chance. Y'all voted. Aw. I got all the one blueprint options. Let's freaking go. But not all of them, is still one more. And okay, these are supposedly even chances, but I literally got 3 out of the 7 blueprint things, and all of them were the ones. So, like, come on now. I mean, the credits at least got the second best credits. So that's fine, but damn, bruh. Yes, 16 hours, very sad. Now there's a 4.6% chance. Still probably wouldn't get it. I'd need probably another, like... I'd imagine I'd probably get it, like, 2 or 3 before the last one. Eh, whatever. I wasted, like, what? 2,000 acorns on that. It's not a big deal. I I can't get Neve, no. Because I don't have the credits for it. Try to get Neve, no. Because here's the thing. This one, the salver started off at 3%. And I had enough to get like 4 or 5. This one, I only have enough to get 10 out of the total 30, which is basically the same as the salver. I had enough to get a third of them. For the Neve, I have enough to get a third of them. But the starting odds is 0.1%, meaning that there's literally no chance you're going to get it unless it's the very last spin. So don't even try. So always check those drop rates. Sentinel or Zephyr. Sentinel is not good at all, bro. Your tier 5, should you get Strom 6? Strom 6 is in tier 4, isn't it? How many friends do I have? It's like 100 and something. It's basically, my list is basically full. Bots. In the comparison of ability, you guess Sentinel is better. Why would you say that? Out of curiosity. Man, Blast RPG goes way wide. I don't know why. You have 8 friends. That's crazy. That's kind of fair, though, actually. Where was that even going? There's a Guardian coming in. Please help me. I'm gonna freaking die, bro. No. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Your max was 20? For friends, I assume? It's not too bad. Please don't. Please don't! Okay. Did you purchase that instant upgrade for MD? No. I mean, it's my free-to-play account. I don't know why I would do that. On my main account, my MD's maxed, so like, I don't care. If I wanted to use a high, like if I wanted to use a strong MD, I could just use it on my main account. People, did you buy that? Yeah. People really want to believe that I bought something on this account. Hold on. I got you. Bro, you know your EMP doesn't go through my dome, right? How did you get Aegis so fast in your free-to-play account? How did I get it? I mean, I just kind of saved up for it. I mean, I got lucky a few times in the Fortune Vault, but that's about it. And Redeemer. Yeah. I mean, I just played tournament and didn't suck. And I didn't waste A-coins on random events. This is the only time I've spent A-coins on an event, like literally at all, actually, on this account. I don't think I've spent on any A-coin-based event crate rush until just now. And that was only because I didn't really need the A-coins, and I actually had a half-decent chance of getting it. This is the only time I've even attempted it. But everyone else is like, oh, I have 1,200 A-coins, and this thing costs 7,500, and I have like a 0.7% chance of getting it. Should I spend all my A-coins on it? Like, no, of course you shouldn't. What do you mean? Everybody's spending their A-coins faster than they can get them. Should Mech Arena implement a new feature to solve matchmaking disbalance by adding skill-based or achievement-based matchmaking? They already have skill-based matchmaking. The problem is that it's not super great. And for as much as I can kind of tell, most of their anti-tanker implementations are only applied to Control Point Clash. Because if I were to try to tank with a hanger, most of the time in CPC, it'll get caught, and they'll put me up against people who I should be fighting, so they won't let me tank very well. Or like if they'll put me up against the same people, and I'll probably get rinsed, right? But if I were to do that same thing in like 5v5, 2v2, free-for-all, they'll just put me up against weaker people. They'll just let me tank. I don't know why that's the case, but that seems to be the case. I mean, obviously I don't tank, so I haven't like experimented with it, but it really does seem like tanking doesn't really work in CPC, but like they don't really have any bars on it anywhere else. Should you spend on Salver Crate? Depends. If you have enough to guarantee it, you need 6,000 acorns. If you have enough to guarantee it, then go ahead. It's pretty dang good mech. If you think it's a mech that you'd like. Should they implement a different section for free-to-play and pay-to-win? No. I don't know why they would. Oh, this guy's 3,700, I just realized. Why not? Because the matchmaking is already, like, it's already like 90% bots. Why would you split it up even more? For one thing. And for another thing, like, they want to encourage people to spend money. So why would they make basically just an easy bracket with free-to-play people when they could basically put free-to-play people up against other people who spent to essentially promote those spender items? So it doesn't make sense from their perspective. They're probably not going to do it. And from a strictly balanced perspective, I don't know how they could determine who gets into the free-to-play or pay-to-win bracket. Like, they'd have to track your in-app purchases and then use that for your matchmaking, which would be like, that's probably illegal somewhere for some reason, if I had to guess. Mess them up. And also, someone could probably just spend a bunch of money on the Plarium store. It wouldn't count as an in-app purchase, so they wouldn't even if they did track in-app purchases, then someone could just spend a bunch of money on the Plarium store. You get sent a bunch of A-coins get sent to their account, and they'd be able to wreck everybody. And it would still become a pay-to-win issue. So really, it's just like it's really just addressing all of the wrong problems with all of the wrong solutions. Like, the problem is that the game is kind of pay-to-win. The solution is not, okay, let's make different brackets for free-to-play people. That's not the solution. Your tier 5 should you get Storm 6? I'm pretty sure I already answered that. Well, I saw that, but maybe I didn't answer it. Yeah, you should. Normally I would say just if you're already in a tier past, then just like don't bother, but Storm 6 is really, really good because you can pair it with the 10 and get 216 energy builds out of it, so it's probably a good idea. Unless you plan on using 2 10s on something, then maybe you just don't bother. Yeah, just make the game more free to play, exactly. What's that poll between Mech Arena and Frontiers? That was a hypothetical question. And the purpose of that hypothetical question was strictly to determine whether or not I should make a new channel for Warboats Frontiers stuff, which I will. And everybody was trying to tell me, like, oh, yeah, just make a new channel. Like, yeah, I already did. I already did. I haven't uploaded any videos on it. I'm working on one, but... yeah. But the reason I asked is actually because, like, my Warbots Frontiers streams were actually doing pretty well, and I was like, well, maybe a decent number of people would actually, like, still watch that. Maybe they don't really care. Like, some channels can upload a lot of different games and they'll be fine, but others kind of can't. And I've been playing Mech Arena for too long. Nobody watched. I tried uploading one Frontiers video just to kind of see how it went, and it did really, really badly, so... But I expected as much, right? I expected as much. But it was an experiment. Worth a try. Let's go. MVP. Panther with podguns is better with Aegis. Are you saying podgun's better with Aegis, or are you saying Panther's better than Aegis? I don't know which ones you're saying. I know you messed up the grammar somewhere, but I don't know I don't know which way you meant it. Geek, hello. You got Neve by the credits, which I was gonna get pod guns with. Fair enough. I mean, getting a legendary pilot's definitely worth it, though. I think you made a good decision there. You think Mahurian should add a new feature in which it uses data and Wi-Fi to erase connectivity issues and lag? I mean, I don't know how that would work. There's two different things. I don't fully understand how that sort of thing works. So either A, you're pretending that you do and you actually don't know what you're talking about either. Or B, you know something that I don't, in which case you can suggest it to them yourself. I wouldn't know, like, I wouldn't know if it's a good idea or not. Panther with pod guns is better than Aegis, right? I would say so, yes. Should I buy the MD rank up? No, you should not. I mean, you could if you just wanted to do it to be funny, but like realistically, you probably shouldn't. Isn't it like $20 to from rank 2 to rank 6? I'm thinking people will go for it, yeah. Bruh, like, it's... Some people will, though, it's the thing. It's because people who don't understand the difference between rarities. They don't understand that an uncommon thing is not, like, it's not going to be good in the long term, or even in the short term, really. Excuse you. I'll just take the assist for that, thanks. You're a healer main? Well then get Salver. MD's not gonna do you any good, bro. Is it worth investing in epic and legendary pilots? Yes. Rare pilots are garbage. There's a dude behind. I almost pressed the middle mouse button because that's where that's the button to ping people on Frontiers, which I've been enjoying a lot. If anybody would be willing to watch Frontiers stuff, I don't have any YouTube video for it yet. I made a channel, but I'm not going to share the link until I actually have a video or two up. But I've been streaming some on Twitch, which I think the link to my Twitch is still in my homepage, but I don't know. Maybe not. I should probably heal you, huh? There you go. Oh, wow. What rank is your Aegis, my dude? No shot. Mafia, I'm not going to accept you in my clan. Part of the reason is because you're being super, super annoying about it. Oh, I can get this guy. Why is it just like fly off into nowhere, bruh? You have Salver? Well, If you have silver, I don't know why you'd bother getting MD upgraded. There we go, I can get the heal 2 people at the same time task, maybe. L. Yeah. This game is kind of an L, isn't it? Free Fire Max benefits from your phone's dual-channel network acceleration. The fact that there's a double dash there, to like break up the sentence before it says it keeps mobile data active alongside Wi-Fi for a more stable, low latency connection. That's absolutely something that you copy pasted from the internet. I'll take that. Nice. Is the new weapon good with Nomad? Wait, what new weapon? Use 2,000 credits. Oh, I forgot about that. Wait, what am I doing? No, I'm gonna go here. Yeah, 20 bucks for me. That's so not worth it, bro. Wait, what is that? Hold on. It's the same thing? It's literally the exact same offer, but for money. What? Why would I do that? It's the exact same offer that I already, like, they gave me one for 8 coins that was, like, literally this exact same thing a while back. And I got it, and now they're giving me the exact same thing. But for cash. Like, maybe you'll buy it twice. Solid effort. Yeah, you know, I was tempted. You almost got me. Got it from ChatGPT. Yeah. It's usually one of those. But the fact that you didn't source it yourself means that you're just going off of what you read. You actually don't have any idea of how it works or why or what the benefits are or like cons to it would be. Warbots has become trash. I actually played Warbots for 4 years, and trust me, all your investments in buying goes in vain, becomes useless. Okay, so you said that like 4 times. Okay, first off, Warbots Frontiers is a completely different game. It is very free-to-play friendly, at least for now. It's only for PC and console, because it's got like really good graphics. It doesn't even play like it's not really like this game. It's a lot more like there's a lot of movement involved. But yeah, it's a completely different game. And it's fantastic as of right now, I think. First off. And second off, the regular mobile game Warbots, yes, I played that for like 3 to 4 years as well. Like, when did I start? 2018 or something like that? Probably before then. I played for a little bit. I started when it was... I started about the time that like the original Dash like super meta robots came up. So like right when it started becoming pay to win, essentially. I'm fully aware of how bad the mobile game is, and I would never go back to that. As of right now, I want to remain free to play in Frontiers for as long as possible. Could you convey that to Plarium? Again, No, because I have no idea what I'd be talking about. And I wouldn't have any idea of what the benefits or the downsides are. And so me saying it would not hold any more weight than you saying it. Because I don't know what I'm saying. If they're like, oh, okay, like, we'll think about it. What are the, you know, do you know what the benefits are? And I would be like, nope, no idea. It's just some random thing that some random person told me was probably a good idea. Like, that's all I have to go off of. Feel free to suggest it yourself. In fact, if you go to Discord, there's a place to suggest stuff. And people can, like, vote on it and basically, like, vote whether or not they think it's a good idea or not. And people who actually know what they're talking about can vote on that and determine whether or not that would be worth adding. But I personally would not know, which is why I'm not going to suggest anything related. I'm not going to tell them not to, but I'm also going to not... I'm not going to tell them that they should, because I don't know what I'm talking about. You forgot to say that Warboss Frontiers has unique setup. There's a lot of stuff in Frontiers. Yeah. Do you like football games? Nah. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I've never played them. Ha! Ray, hello. That Frontiers Twitch live with the matches was hilarious. Look, by the end, I was not on the bottom. Let's go. That's all that matters, right? When's your next live stream? I don't have a schedule. So I don't know. You talking about for Twitch? It's already 10:30. I don't know. I'm half tempted to stream Frontiers for a little bit after this. You didn't want to annoy me and thought your comment was unseen. Okay. Well, there is a certain number of, like, times that you should send a message before you should just assume that probably I'm not gonna answer. Don't spam, okay? Don't spam. Because if you're being annoying, what I would rather do is to just not draw attention to it. I'd rather just ignore people who are being annoying. Let them be annoying and then just, like, move on, right? I don't want to draw attention to them. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Chicken. You want to talk to me. That's an interesting statement. I'm dead. I mean, I did spawn it, and I guess that's a task in itself. It's the egg because dinosaurs laid eggs. Yeah, well, I don't believe in evolution. I think that's crap. Bleh. Okay. The MD event is a waste? Yeah. I'm mostly in it for the 10k credits, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, well. Oh, hold on. There we go. I don't know what he's up to, but it's gone now. You'll be buying next? I mean, Mech or weapon? Just want to know because it worked for me as well, you know. In your gameplay too. Okay. My next thing I want, once I get to tier 6, because I'm basically in tier 6, I'm just gonna buy. Well, I guess technically the next 2 things I'm gonna buy is Javelin rank 12 and Rocket Mortar 12, just to get me into rank 6, because I only need 6 tier stars, and that'll get me there pretty easily. And for rather minimal resources. But then when I get there, the first thing I'm going to get is probably Storm Rack 10 or Orion, one of the two, whichever one I have resources for first, but probably Storm Rack 10. Oh, come on, bro. Can you at least play with me? Well, are you in my list? If you sent a request and I didn't accept it, then it's probably because you're either too low or too strong. What's your opinion on gay people? That's an argument that probably shouldn't be had here. But suffice it to say, I am a Christian, so I do think it's wrong. I heard you were decided the prices of the tiers, mechs, and weapons. What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Mark, hello. You're a little weak on new account? Well, I don't know what your name is. If you're this guy, then sure. I don't know why I didn't accept this guy. Everyone else is either too weak or too strong. This guy's he's pretty close, but I'm gonna say he's too strong, because, like, look at this hanger, bro. Normally I'd accept, like, 7k people. He's a little over. Maybe I'd make an exception for some people, but he's got really strong hanger, so I don't think that would happen for me. It's Slayer. You're a little bit weak. Do you have a different account that's like 7k inventory power? Can you the Seeker? What? I don't know what you guys are saying. If I'm able to accept, hold on. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'll accept it because I have space. And I'll invite you for a fear. Where you at? He's offline. Okay. If you get online, I will invite you for a few. This guy's a little too strong. And we can play this stream, but I will probably have to remove you at some point. Just so you know. Like, just like, yeah, don't be surprised. Tic-tac-toe, so you gotta go. Okay, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. Please do not the Seeker. What? Your other one is 8K? SP or inventory? Okay, inventory. I mean, that's pretty close. I'll catch up to that at some point. Probably. Maybe not. What country am I from? US? Merca. Would you gift A-coins to people? No. I mean, I guess that depends. Technically, yes. I mean, I have an event, a regular monthly event in Discord, where, like, if you win, then I'll give you 1,600 A-coins. You gotta go in a minute? Okay. No worries. Oh, it's a full squad. We're cooked. Go to Google and type "do not the cat." You know, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Most things that I don't know about, I usually prefer it that way. Especially if it involves internet shenanigans. How long have you been playing? This is like day 70 or something like that. Where did that guy go? Oh, okay. Oh, hell no. I'm cooked. Mech Arena is boring. Yeah, it is kind of boring. I haven't been playing pretty much at all. I didn't even finish the last battle pass on either of my accounts, my main or this one. I've been playing Frontiers more. Excuse you. What the? You gotta go? Alright, take care. Daredevil. Wait a second. Did he misspell Daredevil, or was that on purpose? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Bruh, my hubris. I can't really take on this guy. Okay. Nice. Oh no, he stuck me in the ankles. That's no good. That podgun dude's really annoying. Hey there, pal. Did he die? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Good stuff. Wow, you are way too strong. I am cooked. Oh, he has revokers. I feel like one or more of them are probably tanking. Come on, Brett. Come on, Brett. I'll try commenting on your vids and shorts. I mean, yeah, only if you want to. Appreciate. Nice. Oh no. He's so mean. It's a juggernaut though. Like it's kind of weird actually. Fellas. $87. We need, yeah. We need stuff to kind of happen here. One of them, not that guy. Dang, bro. They got 95. They're gonna win, they're gonna win. Oh, come on. So close. Can I know why you prefer Zephyr over Guardian? Cause Zephyr keeps people still. Guardian only really works if their ability has a short, or if their ability and weapons have a longer reload. Which, like, a lot of people are using Revoker. A lot of people and bots are using Revokers and Embergon. Revokers are kind of a pay-to-win thing, so, you know, so not everybody uses it, but a lot of people are using, what's it called? Embergon. So, like, it kind of doesn't matter if you crash them. You're still kind of cooked. Plus, I think Zephyr has more HP than Guardian, and more speed than Guardian. Speed 18, HP 52. Speed 16, HP 41. So, like, even if their abilities were equal, Zephyr would be better for just because it's faster and has more HP. So. Only an hour, 40 minutes late. Well, hello to you. When's the next? The next one's like 700, I think. So, wait. There were 2 tankers? Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Spawn MD and win. Provide the most healing 7 times. That's probably not gonna happen. Use the ability 44 times. That's not that bad. That one I'm not gonna do. Simultaneous restore HP of 2 teammates 12 times using MD. That's actually not that hard. But I could just not do that and I'd still get 70. Which is really all I want. Yeah, I don't know if I want to invite you if I have the other guy. Like, I don't want you on the same team. Because that other guy's already pretty weak. And I really don't want him to have to fight people who are even stronger than what we normally fight. Or than what I normally fight. That just makes it even worse than it already is. Just bought Storm 10, nice. to keep aiming at the player instead of trying to do splash damage. Can you help me? Is it just like habitual or what? If you're playing on mobile, then what you really need is this aiming system right here, vertical target assist. Hi. Oh, my man's cooked. Be careful, bro. Okay. Thought playing on Wi-Fi would get you low ping, but it turns out you still get high ping. That's your connection to their server, probably, and not your connection to the internet just in general. So probably they don't have a server that's very close by to you. I know people who like live in Australia don't have great connection to Mech Arena servers either. And so they usually have pretty bad lag. Hi. Thank you. There's no chance I'm able to get the most healing done with this guy on our team. Oh, whoops. I forgot those were there. And there's still another one. There we go. I've got there. Some teammates annoying with the pod gun. Pod gun is a kind of annoying weapon. But it's also pretty fun. I like it. Pulse Cannon 6 and 8 or Quantum Gun 6? Pulse Cannon 6 and 8 or Quantum Gun 6, is that to like get you into the next tier? Pulse Cannon, because Quantum Gun is going to be better, but Pulse Cannon 6 and 8 is going to be cheaper. And Quantum Gun 6 isn't going to be super useful. So I probably would go for Pulse Cannon. Is Aegis event crate worth it? For newbies? It's like a 1% chance of getting it with 58 coins, which means it'll cost the average person 5,000 acorns to get what is like a rank 6 Aegis. For one thing, I don't know why in the world people have the option to get a rank 6 epic mech on a brand new account. Why that's a thing, I will never know. It's a pretty decent deal though. You're actually playing on mobile and it sucks, but I have to because I'm cleaning my PC. Okay, well, I mean, once you get your PC back, you'll be able to play a bit better. But yeah, in general, for mobile, you really want to be using that vertical. You're currently 3k SP. Do you think the Salver event crate is a good option? I mean, if you have 6,000 acorns, it is a legendary mech. It's pretty good. Like, people use it competitively. It's not gonna like solo an entire team, it is a healer after all, so like, you know, keep that in mind. If you're not the type of person to enjoy healing people, then maybe don't get it. But if you think you'd enjoy it and you have 6,000 Acorns, I mean, go for it. Podgun and minigun Eclipse and Aegis. That depends. If you have strong mods, then you want minigun on Eclipse. If you don't have strong mods, then you want Podgun on Eclipse. Hello. Spawned in a bit late. Oh no. I thought I reloaded, but no. Let's go. There's people back here, bro. There's people back, bro. There's people back here. My man's getting cooked back here. Oh, rest in peace. Your phone just went haywire. What is that, man? Like, how? What happened? Oh, no. No. Brother! Well, I can't help you if you're just gonna stand with your back to a freaking Arcturian cheetah. Please, every creator says no. To what? Hold on, I didn't even see your other message. Also, if every creator says no, then probably I'm also gonna say no. Please, let me through. There you go. Oh, no. Thank you. Ah. We do not celebrating April's Fools nowadays. What about it? Stream randomly paused, giving you the goofiest face, and then I unpaused. The sound didn't work for a few seconds. Oh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no, if you pause the stream at any point, not typically a super flattering image right there. Hello. Oh. Your other question was, can I review your hanger now? Sorry. Because if I do one, everyone else is gonna want me to do theirs. And I don't want to do that right now. Maybe one of these days. Sorry, no. Elliot, are you on my friends list? No, you're asking. Well, I don't know. I don't know what SP you are or what IP you are. So, like, I'm not gonna promise that I'll add you unless I know. Should I get Podgun 8 or Graviton 10 or Viper 8? Viper's not good. I feel like everybody's asking these questions, and then they want, like... It's like... Okay, so they'll ask me, like, okay, compare these, like, 3 different items, or compare these, like, 4 different... Oh, there's a 211 right here. Or compare, like... Basically, what they're trying to tell me... What they're trying to do is they're trying to get me to, essentially, rank every single weapon and say which one's better and which one's worse. And so what I do when people ask me for that is I make a tier list. But then nobody uses the tier list for any of their decision-making. Instead, they just ask me somewhere else, compare these 3 weapons. Like, brother, I've made a tier list. What do you think are the best weapons for a 20 energy salver? Podgun 10s or Stormrack 10s? Nomad or kill shot, bruh. Inventory power 8k. Well, I mean, this guy's got like 3.5. He's got inventory power 10. So I'll accept you on my friends list. Yeah, sure, why not? I might not invite you all the time, depending on who's playing with me, though. Just so you know. In general, I'll only accept people who are up to 7k inventory power. Ginger, are you on my friends list? Podgun 8 is best weapon in tier 5. Probably. Hold on. None of those. I mean, there's Stormrack 8, but that's not really worth getting. In terms of, like, which ones are worth getting for free-to-play players. I think you're probably right. I would say Podgun 8, yeah. Yep. Cryo Launcher 10 is pretty decent too, actually. Why do you have MD in your squad? Because there's an event for it. This one. I want to try to get the 10,000 credits, though. Realistically, I'm probably not going to. Spawn this and win. I'll be able to get blueprints. That's kind of garbage. Provide the most healing. That's probably not going to happen because everybody else is also using MD. And or Salver. Usability 44 times. That's not too bad. I could get that, and that'll get me up to Gold Crate. Kill 33 mechs while your repair is active. That's probably not going to happen unless I put Stormrack 6 on it. Simultaneously restore HP of 2 teammates 12 times. I can't do the rank up one, which means I may as well not even bother trying to do this one, because I'd still be able to get 70 points, and the 70 points is really all I care about. Sorry, no. What should you use on rank 5 Blockhorn? I mean, it really depends on what you have. Like, if you have minigun, that's a good option. Who have hold on. was gonna say, who haven't I invited? Who haven't I played with today? Steal 30 kills with MD, let's go. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. Can you have my IP? What do you mean? Like what my inventory power is? My inventory power is 5k. Who was it this person? Who is the person that had a freaking rank 6 vortex? Because I remember that, and that caused a lot of problems. Viper 12, Nade 12, or Helix 12. Viper's not terrible. I wouldn't go for Helix. Nade might not be too bad, though. Do you still play competitively? No. I don't really plan on playing competitively anymore. You meant my ID? Oh. Well, I mean, you could still... It still showed my ID when I brought that up. So you could always, like, scroll back and pause on it, but I think my ID is in the description. Or at least it should be. Hello. Sinner, welcome back. How can you play with me? Well, I don't want to play with people who are too strong or too weak. So, you're free to send me a friend request. My ID's in the description. Wow, that guy. What in the world? They had 2 Lancers that were so weak, bro. Okay. You can feel free to send me a friend request, but I'll only accept it if you're, like, within a certain power range. And not hangar power. I mean inventory power, because I don't want people to tank. That's not cool. Hey, Cinder, much appreciated. Who got it? Hold on. What is it? Theo. Very nice. Someone's gonna spawn. There's no shot, right? Someone's gonna... Yeah, I freaking called it, bro. Except he was too freaking late. Look at this guy. Yeah. He spawned and then just kind of stood there for a second. I feel like I've probably had that issue before too. Kim, welcome back. If you want to play with me, you gotta get around 12k inventory. Maybe I'll get there eventually, but yeah, I mean, at this rate, probably not. I haven't been playing very much. That guy looks AFK. I don't want to shoot him. Well, this guy has no issues shooting that guy. He's like, well, it sucks to suck. You're human, bro? Yeah, no, it's accurate. That's accurate. Literally 1999, nice. How often can people playing on this account? I have no idea. Oh, these guys both quit. I think did they both have a Lancer or something? Hold on. Yeah. Bro, they both spawned a Lancer and then they freaking got destroyed. They're playing together, I think. So probably one of them was like, nah, I'm done with this. And then the other guy was like, okay. Yeah, it's giving me this weird bug. Hold on, let me restart. Usually it gives me that weird bug if somebody sent a friend request on like Plarium Play or something, or if there's some update on Plarium Play, which, I mean, doesn't really look like there is. But I want you to try Ember 16 and Solus on main account. And blind people in the face and kill them. That would be very interesting. I gotta think of some way to... Okay, sure. Let me check to see what your hanger is. Bro, there's always that rank 5 nomad. There's basically no way. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Sure. You're too weak, you're too weak. Are you the... Who was it that I said I was going to accept? You just have to let me know what your name was. Started playing Clash of Clans 5 days ago. Nice. Is it any good? I literally only know of that game from like the excessive number of ads that come up everywhere. My name is SP Dropper. Did you drop your SP? I mean, you kind of can't, because it's a new account. No, you're way too weak for me, though, sorry. Like, it's... You get absolutely rinsed by my enemies, it's not really fair. Do you know if the assist counts just with MD or every mech in the event task? It's every mech, it doesn't have to be just with MD. Nice. It's addictive. Some games are like that. Yeah, fair enough. Sure, played Clash of Clans a few days ago too. Truly a goated mobile game. There's a lot of monetization in that too, isn't there? It's probably more free to play than Mech Arena, though. It's different than this one, so good variety to play. Yeah, it's like a top-down, sort of like a base building game, if I recall correctly. I played one of those for a little, like not Clash of Clans specifically, but I played one of those for a little while. So yeah, no, it's kind of entertaining. Alright, I'm gonna try to invite all of the lower SP people. Who's the lowest here? 29, 30, 29, 8. Well, also you. Oh, 23. Oh well. Can raid people on army tagging require strategy? Yeah. Yeah, I've played a game like that. It was, there was one that was pretty good. What was it called? Oh yeah, Guns Up. I think it was originally a Steam game, and then they made it they made it a mobile version. And then I think the mobile version ended up getting taken down for some reason. But it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. There's some nice, nice depth and strategy to it. Yeah. I played War and Order for 5 years when I was in college. I have not even heard of that game, so... Fair enough. What time did you say you had to go? Like 11 o'clock. Well, that's when the place opens. So I guess I don't technically have to go at 11, but... I'm just gonna start. Instant gaming, hello. Did you play Predator hunting game? No. What place? I need to get my phone replaced, bro. The screen legit does not work. It's been acting up for quite a while. Player number whatever. Was he tanking? We'll find out. You're going to hairdresser finally? What do you mean? Does my hair look weird? It's an excellent question. Not too weird. I did just... Ow. I'm dead. I did just get out of the shower, though, right before streaming. Haha, what a nerd. Don't. Thank you. He cooked. He cooked. There you go. Don't spam, bruh. Ringer. Mess him up. Hey, thank you. Oh, I'm so dead. Missile rack. Missile rack's actually a good choice. There's precious little that's gonna survive a missile rack seeker. How to kill Eclipse who is with Orion? Keep your distance? I don't know. Best way to kill Eclipse is with some weapon that has AoE. Because you can't target them, they're pretty fast. But a radius weapon will still get them. Because it has radius, obviously. Please don't. Wait, hold on. I wanted to... No, we win anyway, it doesn't matter. Why don't you have mods? Because mods can't... What's the word that I'm looking for? Oh, hold on. I didn't invite this guy. This is just a random dude. That's why he was there. I think he was tanking though. They changed the way that mods work, where new player... They did this a little while ago, like a couple months ago. New players can't put mods on anything that's under rank 6. Upgrade mech to rank 6. Yeah. See, if you already had mods, if you already unlocked it, then it was just business as usual. You could use mods on anything, right? It was only for new players who joined the game after they made that change. I don't know why they did that either. It was a stupid decision. But, you know, they don't really listen to me, so... Use Guardian for Eclipse. Yeah, unless the Eclipse is using, like, Ember Gun, which it probably is. Oh, that's you? Okay. Yeah, sure. Oh. That's probably because of... Hold on. Who do I have that's over a week? I got rid of quite a few people. So if I unfriended you, feel free to send another request if you end up getting back online. But if you've been offline for a week, I'm just gonna unfriend you. Like, I'll probably be willing to accept you. I'll probably be willing to, Nilus's pay-to-win account. I'll add him back if he wants to join back, but... Yeah. Sure. And then I'll invite you when I invite like Timo and whatever. You sure, you sure. Royal Raider, you're not that high SP. Is that because you're tanking, though? Yeah, you have a 4,000... Yeah, you have a tanker hanger. Come on, bro. I'm not gonna accept that. Will you accept my request when my SP increases? I mean, yeah, sure. If you're within the range, I don't have any issue. Hello. I assume you mean the stream. Can I accept your... I already did. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. What is the range? So... between 3.5 and 7,000 inventory power. I might make one or two exceptions, like, but just kind of deal with it, honestly. You're 14,000. Well, maybe I'll catch up to you at some point, but not right now. Not for a little while. That's a bit strong for me. One day. Wait, what is this even? Oh, it's just skins. I don't really care about that. But the credits are kind of nice. Even if I get bumped down to like here, which I probably will. Use A-coins. Yeah, use A-coins, use credits. Those are almost always going to be won by people who are like last minute. They're like, I really want this thing, so I'm going to spend 20 bucks on it. And they get a bunch of A-coins and stuff, so. But I'll probably end up being like 4th or something like that. And that's decent credits, decent crates. Yeah. You got all the meta at 4 or 5 stars. Nice. I mean, if that's what you wanted, good for you. Does it count as tanking if I haven't really upgraded my mechs or weapons? No. I mean, you don't have anything better, do you? I mean, if you're using pretty much the best that you can, or, you know, like you're not purposely... Like, I don't think I don't think it should ever be required for you to spend resources in order to avoid tanking. So, like, you could buy a you could buy an Eclipse in an offer right off the bat. Like, let's say you bought an Eclipse and then you maxed it out and you put a bunch of mods and stuff on it. You got revokers, whatever. I don't care. Doesn't matter. But that's literally the only thing that you have besides Paragon and Lancer. And so the only thing that you run are those 3 mechs. I don't count that as tanking. It's scummy, you know what you're doing. But it's not tanking. 'Cause you're not. I don't think anyone should be obliged to buy or upgrade one or more different things just to not be considered a tanker. Orion and Brickhouse is 2 SP for you right now. Too high SP? I mean, Orion has the same SP as, like, Redeemer, pretty much. Brickhouse, I mean, it doesn't matter about individual mech SP, it's just, like, so long as your inventory power is pretty close to mine. Our tournament's a good source of A coins. They're kind of the only source of A coins. But also what they do is they give you fortune keys. And the fortune keys, just keep spending them on the 10 crate. This one right here. This one has the most likelihood of giving you A coins. You get the most A coins for your keys. I've already gotten the like 375 A coins like 2 or 3 times on this account. It helps a lot. It sounds pretty close to tanking. Yeah, I would definitely. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if somebody did that, they definitely know what they're doing, and they're definitely exploiting the game. Not every exploit is considered tanking, right? Tanking is an exploit of some type, but that's, like, you can exploit the games in different ways. You could just legitimately hack. That's not tanking. If you're hacking and making everyone, and giving your weapons, like, infinite damage, and giving yourself infinite HP or whatever, like, that's a game exploit. Hacking is more explicit, and that's like a legit, like, violation of the rules or whatever. The other thing that I described isn't technically against the rules, but it's an exploit, and they'd know about it, right? Like, everyone knows that it's an exploit. But no, it's not tanking specifically. Play Fortnite? Nah. What about the other way around? You buy a 2-star Deathwalker and Seeker. Should you not use them if you have other mechs that are higher in terms of upgrades? Here's the thing, is that my take is that you can use them, but what most people want that to mean, what I think that means is that you put them in your hangar and you use them like you would anything else. What other people take that to mean is that they put it in their hangar and use that as an excuse to then remove the higher SP stuff from their hangar and replace it with lower SP stuff, or to just put the lower SP stuff in their hangar and then only use the higher SP thing that's there. So I have an MD in my hangar. That could technically be considered tanking if my only goal was to, you know, if I had like a thermal lance or something on it and I was just using everything else and I wasn't using the MD whatsoever. That's considered tanking. If I'm actively using the MD while having everything else here, ignore that. But I'm actively using the MD, even though it's lower rank, so it's like, it's fine, because it's just a thing that I want to use that happens to be lower SP, but you should be using it, right? Like I said, most people, what most people want that to mean is they want that to mean that they can either tank the rest of their hangar down, or they want that to mean that they can just put whatever they want, whatever low SP thing they want, and then only use the higher SP stuff in order to dominate. But I don't think that's the way they should be doing it. And I also think if you're going to use something that's lower power, you should be doing only one at a time. Most of the time, people are only doing one. Like, let's say they're doing achievements for one mech. Most most players will try to use that one mech. Like, oh, this one thing, it's rank 2, and I can't get my achievements done very fast with it. So I'm gonna make everything in my hangar rank 2 and 3. I'm gonna reduce the rank of everything in my hangar based on just this one mech, and that's tanking. Please give me acorns. No, sorry. Can you accept my friend request? Invite. I am. Yeah. I mean, I already did. I'm pretty sure. I literally right here. Yeah. But yeah, that's the way that I see, because yeah, it's a pretty common question, is like, you know, what if I want to use something that's lower rank? Usually what people want to use is one low rank thing, but they want to use that as an excuse to lower the rank of everything, when really it's just like, just have one lower rank thing and actually use it, as opposed to either tanking the rest of your hangar or just not using it and only using the strong stuff. So that's the way I see it. Obviously, it's not like there's no like specific definition to tanking. Different people can take it to mean different things, but that is the way that I see it. Should use cryos on Ares and embers on Guardian, or the other way around. Ember Ares is really, really good if you're like 1k SP. But if you're a bit higher than that, then I would do it the other way around. Why don't you open your crates? Because I just save it for daily tasks for the most part. I could open them just to get the credits and acorns, but like I don't really need them right now, so I probably won't bother. If I invited this guy, I don't think I have. I don't know if I've invited you either. Did they still do crate legendary drop ×2? No, they haven't done that in a long time, I don't think. Which is sad, because it was a really good one. It was like one of the first modifiers that they made, and I thought it was really nice. But they only made it like twice, and then never again. You sent me a friend request? Okay. I can't guarantee that I'll accept it, but I will take a look. What time is it, and why is my alarm... Why do I keep having an alarm going off? 11:25. I most certainly did not have an alarm set for 11:25. Oh, it's because... Damn it. That's actually really annoying. Because I think I have snooze on my alarm. And it's going to go off another, like, 3 times. But I can't just turn off the alarm. The only way that I can turn off the alarm is by snoozing it with the power button. Because in order to turn it off normally, you have to, like, swipe it away on the screen. But my screen doesn't work. I have to get it replaced. Why does everyone want to be your friend? I don't know. Definitely not for me to carry them, because I don't usually get top. How'd you get Blast RPG? From a playoff event. I came in second? Yeah. It's rank 4. I almost came in first. Oh, just gonna say that guy's basically just barely holding on. It's a power outage. It's unfortunate. No, I didn't really miss anything. So there's no point in saving my 1200 crates. No, not really. I mean, to be fair, technically, like, you could just save it for when, like in my case, let's say, I want to get into upgrades like Orion. The more crates I save up now, once I unlock Orion, that's when the possibility of those blueprints showing up comes around, right? So, like, it's a much better idea to save up as many crates as possible so that I can wait and then open them after I unlock Orion, and then maybe I will, and then I'll probably get a couple for that. So that's kind of like the only reason. You are just barely above 7k, but I think that's fine, yeah. Just hit tier 9, nice. Let's see. Oh, come on. Bro, this is gonna take forever. Like, I'm looking at this, it's gonna take so long. I'm not gonna get this for a long time. This one's not too bad. This one I'm not gonna get. This one I'm not gonna get. This one I'm probably not gonna get. I might just go try to finish this just so I can get the gold crate, and then just call it. Like, I'm kind of done. You're a bit too strong for me, dude. Please don't ask for hangaroos. Yeah. Trying to help you get kills, but EM Stalker kept stealing. It's fine. There's no chance I'm getting kills with this thing, bro. Like, there are some tasks that are like, it's definitely possible, but it's just gonna take forever. Just because of like how. I'm gonna have to keep silencing that. That's really annoying. Just because of, like, the kind of enemies that we fight, too, right? Sub to you on 6 devices down? Would you ever make a basic guide on frontiers? I'm pretty lost and you're great with stats. I think you made a comment on one of my recent videos asking about that. Somebody else asked something very similar, and I did reply So maybe you just didn't see it. But that was you. Okay, okay. That's kind of what I thought. Because it was worded very similarly. The thing is, okay, so like there's one problem with it, but I probably will do it. I probably will do something similar at least. But the thing is, I don't really like making guides and stuff. Oh, it just wasn't showing up, that's why. Okay. No worries. Yeah, see, I don't really like making guides and tutorials and whatever. The only reason I make them on Mech Arena is because that's like half of what anybody even watches nowadays. That's like the only kind of video that people want. And so I make them because people want them, but those aren't really the videos I like making. And even then, I was not even... I was not even willing to make any guides on Mech Arena until, like, a couple years ago, maybe? When I'd already been playing for, like, over a year. Because I don't want to give false information, right? Like, I can say that some things seem good, but I'm not going to be able... Like, I'm not going to make a legitimate guide of some kind unless I actually know what I'm talking about. And so I have to be very careful with that. And I'm still new to Frontiers, so obviously, yeah. So, like, even if I wanted to... I wouldn't want to give false information. But yeah, I really don't want to turn my Frontiers channel into another Mech Arena-esque thing where it's just like 50% guides and tier lists. I really don't want to do that. But even still, I think, because the question that you're asking, or at least the request that you're making, is pretty simple, and I could probably do it. So I think I might be willing to do that. Separate YouTube? Yeah. So I have the channel made. My first video is in the works. So, like, an idea that I had that was, like, that I thought was kind of interesting was, like, I would use one build, and I would play as many matches as it took to get 100 kills with it total. And then I'd kind of, like, see what I think about it by the end of that, essentially. Because I feel like a lot of builds are really just... like, you just gotta get used to it. That's unfortunate. I'm not gonna be able to collect this, am I? Oh, no, I do. Oh, let's go. Is it worth it to get a third epic weapon in tier 3? I mean... probably not. Missile Rack 6, I guess you could get. Arc Torrent 6 is eh. Ember's the better one. I would avoid it, because it's only a 6 energy one. The 8s are better. If you're gonna get multiple epic weapons, probably the 8s are the ones to go for. If your game crashed, yeah, figures. It'd be like that. Looks like you don't optimize YouTube's SEO algo. What do you mean by that? By that you mean keep cranking out freaking random 0 brain power free-to-play slop? I mean, most videos that you could make about free-to-play stuff is like, it's stuff that I've already said 100 times. And yeah, I could just completely ditch all like personal interest that I have and just go straight for like what's gonna get me the most amount of views and go with that. And honestly, at this point, I probably am gonna do that because I've been caring less and less about Mech Arena just in general. But like, what I've always done, at least up till now, is I've talked about stuff that I actually had genuine interest in. And I think people found things interesting because, you know, they knew that I found it interesting. Or, you know, I was able to, you know, explain things well because I actually like knew what I was talking about and had a genuine interest and care for what I was saying, as opposed to just like top 5 free-to-play mechs for chain gun. Like, I know people watch anything that you tack free-to-play to, but like I said, I was never really one that enjoyed making guides and stuff. I know that's what works, especially in Mech Arena, but it's not really what I liked making. Your name is Knockout. Are you in my friends list? Usually I invite people who have played more than 20 battles with me. Just so I'm inviting people, it's like this guy. That's wild, bro. He has a Revoker Nomad. But hey, I mean, if it works, it works. But just so I'm inviting people who are actually active in my streams, rather than just random people who ask me to... Because, like, the clan would be full right now. I wouldn't even have space for you if I was just accepting literally anybody who asked for it. You know what I'm saying? You hate tournaments? Yeah, fair enough. You should put MA. Why? Because Mayor does? First thing I'm finding in Mech Arena is getting weapon blueprints. I want second copies of weapons. Yeah, those will take quite a bit. You're saying because I'm underrated? Well, I think a lot of people... Like, I get plenty of views, honestly. Like, I get more views than... I get, like, way more views than Platinum does. I get more views, like, per subscriber than most other Mech Arena channels. I think part of it's just that, like... Well, for one thing, not everybody speaks English. And for another thing, a lot of people just kind of don't care about, like, personal inputs. They kind of just want to, like, see something in action and not really worry about anything else. And so they'll just watch, like, Mayor and whatever. But also, it's just, like, there's not many people interested in Mech Arena stuff. There really isn't. Like, hold on. Let me... Right now... Open YouTube. Search up Macarena Mayor. Go to his channel. Sorry, it's kind of laggy right now. Go to Videos tab. Scroll down. What does his average video view count? Like, what is his average video view count? It seems like most of them are like 3,000 to 4,000 views per video, which is about the same as I get. But he just cranks out a bunch. Like, he just cranks out a bunch of videos. And he has 10 times the subscribers that I have. Genuinely, I just don't think that there's an audience for Macarena stuff. I really don't like Mayor, bro. His advice is horrible. His advice is based on his own experience, right? Which is perfectly fair. My advice is based on my experience, which is not the experience of everyone. My advice is usually geared toward people who are looking to play PvP. I need to restart because there's this stupid bug down there. My advice is usually geared toward people who want to play PvP and use like actual meta stuff against players and not bots. In most specifically CPC and not like 2v2 or any other random mode. Because I think CPC kind of covers all your bases pretty well. A CPC hanger will do pretty good in any mode. But, yeah, so that's what my experience is based off of. Or that's what my advice is based off of, I should say. Bruh. That's... okay. He's a noob. But yeah, so like everybody's advice is based off their own experience and what they think people are looking for. And I know Mayor doesn't play like competitive matches, but most people aren't going to play competitive matches, to be fair. I don't think I ever played with this guy. I don't think he ever accepted it. Royal Raider. I mean, you asked before, and I'm pretty sure I said you were... Were you too strong or too weak? No, you're too weak, sorry. That's what it was. I don't remember. We wanted to. Why didn't you complete Ares Onslaught? I don't think I have the Ares Onslaught. The Ares Onslaught was only available for new players. And it was only for a little while. So like it's already gone. I never even had the option to do it on my main account or this account. Which is very sad because I think the Ares skin looks great. How did you make over 50k credits in less than a day? Because I'm finishing tasks and stuff. Like, it's literally not that hard. You know, technically I don't think I need to heal anybody with the ability. I just need to activate the ability. Like 40-something times. Is Robots Frontiers more fun to play than Mech Arena? At the moment, I think so, yeah. It has its frustrations, too. But for the most part, I think it's a much better game. You're on the last level of what, the Ares Onslaught? I didn't even know the Ares Onslaught still existed. Ow. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No. Is it pay to win? Like, to what degree? It's not pay to win. So the only thing currently, you can buy stuff, but the stuff that you can buy is stuff that you can just get for free if you just like either play a bit or just wait. Here's essentially how it works. Let me show you in Mech Arena. There's a somewhat similar thing in Mech Arena. So basically, here's how it works. You go to like a shop tab, right? And in there is, you don't have to scroll through a bunch of stupid deals, but in there is something that's like kind of like this. But each of these is like a robot part or a weapon or something like that. And it just costs the general, all of them only cost like the general currency, which would be like credits, right? So like a common weapon costs like 12 to 1300 credits, and you get they're not the same as these credits. Like, you're not going to get 50,000 credits in a day. But essentially, like, you can buy like maybe 2 or 3 if you play a bit. You could buy like I mean, if you finish all the tasks, you could easily buy like 3 or 4. But there's like each slot has like a mech or weapon, and then when you buy it, it gets replaced with something else. It'll refresh automatically every like 24 hours. The thing that you can spend money on is basically you can spend money to refresh the shop entirely, or you can spend money for like full pack deals of like a full mech with the weapons, like all the mech parts along with the weapons and a pilot or whatever. So like literally, so that's just like a convenience thing, right? But otherwise, everything, every mech part and every weapon will at some point come up randomly in the normal shop. So you just gotta be a bit patient with that. And what else? The 2 things that you can't get unless you spend money. The first one is the Battle Pass thing. There are kind of similar to, kind of similar to this. There's like different phases to the Battle Pass, except you get like Battle Pass tokens essentially. And you can't move on to the next phase until you spend a certain number of Battle Pass tokens on the first phase, right? There's 3 phases, and for free you can get just barely enough tokens to get into tier 2, into phase 2 or whatever, but you can't get into the 3rd one unless you spend the money to like get the extra Battle Pass tokens, essentially. But it doesn't really matter, because the 3rd phase doesn't really have anything that's super useful. Same with the 2nd. At least for this season. The main thing, it was like a new mech and a new weapon, right? Like all of the robot parts and the weapons. You can get the weapons in the 1st phase. You can get the main torso and the chassis, like the legs, in the 1st phase as well. And so the only thing you're really missing is the shoulders, which kind of don't matter. So yeah, you can't, but the season's gonna end in like 2 weeks, and when it does, those things that are in the battle pass, those things will just be added to the normal shop, so you can just find them in the shop like anything else. The other thing that you can't get without spending money is higher tier pilots, but that's actually going to change very soon. So I think sometime this month, they're going to change it, potentially tomorrow. They're going to change it to where it's possible to find high tier pilots for just the normal credit currency in the shop. So yeah, it's basically a fully free-to-play game, is what I'm saying. Much appreciated. What's better, Guardian or Redeemer? I'd say Guardian. Redeemer, sorry. Wow, I don't know why I say Guardian. It's good to know. You can check it out for sure. Oh yeah, bro. It's really good, I think. Is Pod Gun Eclipse good? Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, if you have really strong mods, then it's not going to be as good, but you probably don't. Most people don't. Do you have a problem with the dull colors in Frontiers? Not really. It's a lot more realistic, and I've actually kind of preferred the realism. I know a lot of people prefer mech arenas like brighter colors and more, what would you say? More like designs with a bit more personality to them. I don't really care. That was never the reason that I played Mech Arena. I played Mech Arena because War of Us was crap and Mech Arena was the only other good option. But I do kind of prefer more realistic looking stuff. Should I only focus on multi-layer perimeter and galvanic for mods? Focus on multi-layer perimeter and that's it. So you'll get 2 different currencies. You'll get the elite parts and the basic parts. You should buy the legendary multi-layers for elite parts and then upgrade them with the basic parts. And then if you end up with extra elite parts, and you can just upgrade them further, but more likely you're going to spend those elite parts buying more multi-layers. That is how I would recommend doing it. Realistically, it's not worth getting any of the other 3 mods until you have the first one maxed out. So like every level of perimeter multilayer is just so much more useful than anything else. It really is. Do you play Shadow Fight Arena? I do not. Upgrade past level 3, got it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to spend your elite parts primarily on just getting new multi-layers, then that's completely understandable. But in general, the most amount of benefit that you're going to get from... I mean, just take this for example. Let's say you got this. It's level 3, so you're at like 2%, 6 layers. This is your total shield HP, right? So you could get an extra like 5,000 by getting it from level 3 to level 4. Let me check the upgrade costs. That's 155. That's basically the cost of a brand new one, which will only get you like 2,000. And that's way more expensive, or that's way cheaper than like any of the other 3 mods, right? So then you can get it to level 4. Or, no, level 5, right? From level 4 to level 5. So as of right now, so you get it to level 3 easy, because that's with basic parts, right? So then you have to think per level, right? It's worth getting it to level 4 because it's way cheaper and it'll get you more benefit than anything else, really. From level 4 to level 5 is 310 elite parts, which is still cheaper than a hardened hull, I think, because it's 600. Way cheaper than that. Canopy is not worth getting. Galvanic hull, I would say, just get the epic. It's the legendary is kind of whatever. But hardened hull is a good idea to get legendary one. But hardened hull is 600. So you'd spend, let's say, for level 3 and level 4 combined, you'd spend like 450, 465. And you'd get... not that. This. You'd get like 5 plus 5, it's like about 10,000. You get about 10,000 HP from that. Whereas a hardened hull, even if you bought it, you'd only get 7,000. So this is twice as expensive, but still gives less HP. And we're talking raw HP. We're not even counting the extra layers that you get. The fact that more layers means guaranteed protection against at least one hit. Right? We're just talking raw HP. Which isn't even the main... It's not even necessarily the main benefit of perimeter multilayer. So it's still cheaper and gives more benefit to get it to level 5. From 5 to 6, that is 815. At that point, you could get a hardened hull for a bit cheaper than that. So it's like, what, 30% more expensive? You get about 15,000 HP benefit from that. Versus, yet again, 7,000, even if you tack on an extra 30% HP onto this, which is how much 30% more cost would get you, essentially, per resource. It's still like 10,000, maybe. So going back to perimeter multilayer, 15,000 benefit just for this. So it is not worth getting anything else in terms of being the most cost effective as possible. Maxing out a perimeter multilayer is the cheapest and gives the most benefit. Is Cryo Launcher worth getting 12 and 16? The 12 I think is 8 coins, so probably not. 16 might be credits? I don't remember. Yeah, I think it is. It's decent, yeah. Level up kind of evenly, like 4 or 5 on all my mechs. Yeah, I mean, I would recommend leveling up mods pretty evenly across all your mechs, yeah. Is Hardened Hull better for MD than Perimeter Multilayer? No. Now, there are some mechs, like, I mean, worth mentioning, there are some mechs like MD and Lancer, where their HP is so little, even if you have them maxed out like I do on my main account. Oh, that's weird. Shiny thing. Even if you have them maxed out, their HP is so low that it's not worth getting a legendary perimeter multilayer, simply because the HP per layer is just basically nothing, right? So at that point, what you can do is get an epic perimeter multilayer. It gets you almost the same number of layers. So instead of 9 at the max, it only gets you 7 at max, which is like, okay. But at that point, the HP per layer doesn't really matter, so what the only thing that you're using it for is guaranteed protection against at least X number of hits. Which an epic can do. It's not going to give you, like, basically any HP per layer, but, you know, if your base HP is really low, then it kind of doesn't matter. A legendary won't do it anyway. So that's something worth considering, but that's only for mechs that, like, you probably shouldn't be buying mods for anyway. What tier am I in? Bro, why does it keep... I'm in tier 5. Almost tier 6. Very much appreciated. Hello. How are you? You use 2 support builds, MT and silver. Very nice. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna call it because, like, this thing's kind of taking forever. It's only 10,000 credits. I don't care that much. I'm kind of bored of this. Why won't you aim towards a free-to-play meta hanger? Well, because a free-to-play meta hanger, what you'd want to do is you'd want to get to tier 7. That's your main goal, so you can get Surge and Eclipse. I don't want to get to tier 7. I don't want the stupid legendary scouts. They're so ridiculous. If I wanted to, like, spam, like, legendary scouts, I could just do that on my main account. So, for the most part, I'm just going to stop at tier 6. And I might get some weapons from tier 7, but... And probably Brickhouse too, because it's funny. But yeah. I'm also kind of just experimenting with stuff, because, like, there are some things about free-to-play hangers, free-to-play accounts, that I just have to assume, because I haven't played a free-to-play hanger that has, you know, 5,000 SP, right? So, like, I have to just make certain assumptions. So it's nice for me to be able to experiment with certain stuff on this account, just so that I can have a better idea of what's going on, so I have a better idea of, like, what does and doesn't work, and I can give better advice. Flame, hello. Will I play a match? No, I think I'm done. But I'm just gonna... I'll answer a couple more questions if you have them. You finished it. It was easy because your MD's high level. Nice. How'd you get so many acorns? I have 59, bruh. Do you think Revoker will be free to play soon? Probably sometime this month, yeah. Maybe early next month. It should be pretty soon, though. And I'll tell you, I am not, like... I'm not gonna be sad that I'm playing less of this game. Because if everybody... As soon as Revoker becomes free-to-play, it just means that everyone's going to be spamming Revoker everything. Because it's so stupidly broken, dude. It's just everyone's going to be spamming Revoker everything, and it's just going to be GG for whoever doesn't have it. And I don't really want to get Revoker on this account. I mean, maybe I will, but... It's just going to be stupid. Will Revokers being free-to-play destroy the game? No. No more than... I mean, Revokers already destroyed the game to some degree. Them being a free-to-play weapon is genuinely better than them being a paid-only weapon. I mean, I'd rather... If they're gonna make a weapon that's stupidly broken and not fix it like they freaking should, then they should at least make it available for everybody, right? That's the very least that they should do. But, yeah, that's... It doesn't mean, like, the game experience might not be better, but at least everyone has the opportunity to get Revoker as opposed to only certain people. When will your next Macarena stream be? I don't know, I'll have a schedule. They should make a balanced weapon against Revoker. It can't be a weapon. There's no weapon. I mean, think of a weapon that could counter Revoker in some way, or compete with Revoker in some way without itself also being stupidly broken. Like, Stormrack kind of does that because it has good range and it has AoE, but Stormrack is also stupidly broken, right? So the only way they could really do it is to either A, directly nerf it, or B, release some type of mech that just generally counters Revoker, which I think that's what Parasite was supposed to be, because it has like a stupid amount of potential damage, and it redirects that damage to whoever it's linked to. So like, if you have Revoker and you're trying to kill it, it's not really going to work. But Parasite isn't super good, so it didn't end up really being that. Did you get Neve? I did not. I have 200,000 credits, and it costs 600,000 to get it, which is a really good deal. Like, it's a really good crate rush. I just don't have the credits for it, and I'm not gonna burn all my credits trying because I know I'm not gonna get it. How can you be a mod? I don't know. I mean, Ringer is a mod here because he's a mod in my Discord. And mods in my Discord are basically just people that are active, or like relatively active, and also people that don't say stupid things and aren't really annoying. So I have to like actually like kind of know them for a bit. What's your Discord? It's in the description. I guess this is better than the sniper meta. It's up for debate. I preferred the sniper meta, though it is better than the disc launcher meta. The disc launcher meta was horrendous. But the sniper meta, I don't think was too bad. Okay. Well, I think I am done for today. Tell you a starter mech? What do you mean? The Neve Crate Rush is like a diamond in the rough, for real. Yeah, unfortunately for me, I just don't really have any credits on me. Because like it comes around on pretty short notice, and then it only has like 1 day. It's only active for like maybe 2 days or something like that. $60 if you wanted to get the whole thing. That's definitely not worth it. Tournament advice. Just play as little as possible. If I'm being like, don't strain yourself trying to get second. Don't play like 2 or 3 extra hours just to get second place, just for like 50 more A coins or something like that. Like, just take what you can get. Don't spend too much time on it. Don't worry too much about it. Mostly go for the fortune keys, not even the A coins, because it doesn't matter what. You could get first place in Grandmaster. 1,200 A coins isn't even enough to buy a rare mech. Like, it's not that much. 1,200 A coins is not that much. So just go for it. Just don't think about it in terms of trying to get A coins. Think about it in terms of just trying to get as many fortune keys as possible. Sometimes getting 3 is easier than getting 4. And, you know, it's just 4, so it's like it doesn't matter. It's like it's 1 more. Revokers will come tomorrow. No, they won't. Don't lie. Why do I... Hold on. I have 2... Oh, never mind. No, I was just looking at Discord. I was really confused. I had 2 servers that were named the same thing. How many tournament tickets will you suggest for 6 days? It depends on how much competition. No, they're not coming tomorrow. It depends on how much competition that you have. Like, don't use more tickets than you have to use, but one thing I would say is actually worth doing is buying... No, I think it's here. Buying, like, 10 or 20 tickets with A-coins. Yeah, I know it's A-coins. It's sad. But you can keep an extra... Like, I have 32 tickets right here. Like, if I was limited to 12 or 14 or whatever it is, then I wouldn't necessarily be able to get a good placing in any of these tournaments. So just getting 10 or 20, and then just, you know, sometimes you play less, sometimes you play more, but you have that kind of like that buffer zone just to be able to play like 20, 30 matches on one if you think you're going to get something really good if you do it. But generally, how many would you say? I'm not gonna say there's no amount of generally play this number. It's about points and placement. I would say generally shoot for 2nd or 3rd. Like shoot for like 2nd or 3rd place. Because I think they both get the same reward. If you can't get 2nd or 3rd, go for like 4th or 5th. I think they also get the same reward. Would you recommend getting credits with A-coins? No. The conversion rate's terrible. Saving the need for Evoker Surge someday. Might be sooner than you think. Anyway, yeah. I am... How's the Storm Redeemer holding up? It's pretty good, actually. I don't really have any regrets with that. It's like 12 o'clock. Okay, so what I might do is I might go see if I can get my phone fixed, or possibly just get a new phone, one of the two. Yeah, it straight up doesn't work, and I need to deal with that. So I'm gonna deal with that, and then maybe I'll come back and stream some more Robots Frontiers on Twitch. I don't know. Do I have Twitch linked? I don't think so. Well, just for the sake of argument, let me Your phone is playing an April Fool's joke. Well, it was doing that since last night. Yeah, so that is my Twitch channel for Warbots Frontiers. If you want to watch that, then go ahead and follow that. If you don't, then don't bother. But yeah, I might stream some of that later. Otherwise, is the money better on YouTube or Twitch? In terms of like while I'm streaming, it's definitely better on Twitch. But YouTube has the possibility to get money on streams that already, like, after they're done being streamed. And also the videos, obviously. But I think a lot of people who play Frontiers also have Twitch. So I'm mostly going to, I think, stream on Twitch for that game specifically. What's your YouTube for Warbots Frontiers? I don't have any videos up, so I'm not going to share it just yet. So I'll wait until I have 1 or 2 videos up for people to actually watch, and then I'll make an announcement and I'll share that. But yeah. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, though. Take care.